rhythm of mine, to the rhythm, to the rhythm of mine. Sacrifice your body to the rhythm of mine, to the rhythm, to the rhythm of mine. Sacrifice your body to the rhythm of mine, to the rhythm, to the rhythm of mine. Sacrifice your body to the rhythm of mine. Tell me which is
sacrifice. Sacrifice.
Tell me which is
Sacrifice. Sacrifice.
Tell me which is sacrifice.
Sacrifice.
Tell me which is
Sacrifice. Sacrifice.
Tell me which is sacrifice.
It's Friday again. It's Saturday, Sunday, what? It's Friday again. It's Saturday, Sunday, what? It's Friday again. It's Saturday, Sunday, what? It's Friday again. I thought the hands of time would change me, and I'd be over this by now. Yeah, it's been too long since we got crazy. I'm lucky spinning out. I'm counting down till Friday come. I'm gonna do too much. No, I'm all on my bad, that's clutch. Feeling it every Friday.
Welcome to class, everyone. Welcome to this afternoon class, 4 p.m. Central Time. Hope you're looking forward to a little bit of a workout. This one's going to be a 30-minute class, so something quick and beginner-oriented. Don't let the title or the kind of the format of this workout fool you, I guess. There will be elements of some progression and ways that if you are more of a intermediate level or advanced level, that you'll be able to turn this into that kind of workout. So be looking for those cues and those different ways of progressing and making this workout more challenging. So today, as my title screen said, you will need a yoga mat and some dumbbells, maybe something a little bit heavier of sort, just because our legs have a little bit more capacity for heavier weight. So that being said, I think that's really it. We'll get into our warm-up here. We'll have a nice solid warm-up just to make sure our legs and those muscles surrounding the lower body are activated and ready for what we will be doing today. So always good to start just with like a simple jog, just something to get the heart rate and that internal body temperature elevated. So when you're ready, join me and we'll start with just that simple jog. Julie, welcome to class. How you doing? So again, when it comes to all of these movements, there will be and always are different opportunities or different movements that you can do. So for this jog, for example, if you want more of a low impact option, simply eliminate that running aspect and just sticking with some like high knees or just a standard march. So keeping that higher pace though, moving those arms in whichever option you are choosing. Let's keep it up for just a little bit longer. All right, now, preparing for our next movement, make sure you have some space side to side. We're gonna do a little bit of a shuffle here. So once you've identified that space, go ahead and just a little shuffle. Oh, Alice, welcome to class as well. I love that you're joining. Love that you're joining with us today. I hope you have some fun. Here we go. Just a few more times here with this shuffle. All right, now bring it back to center. And what we're gonna do here is work those hamstrings in. So little kicks, keeping the legs straight. We're just gonna kick the legs straight in front of us. Feeling that little bit of a stretch, loosening up the back of the legs. Awesome, a few more here. And making sure you watch your step. Excellent, all right, let's go back to something a little bit more higher intensity, into some glute kicks or some butt kickers. So bringing the heels up to your glutes in that jogging format, or like I said, low impact, just more of that march, maybe into like a little bit of a side step too if you'd like. Excellent. Let's slow it down again here. So feet about shoulder width apart, some standard squats. We're just gonna come down and up, making sure we sink our hips back behind us so we can sit nice and flat through the whole part of our foot. This will be one of our actual exercises, so we won't do too many of these, but just enough just to start working those leg muscles. So a couple more here. And last one. Awesome. Last one here, some jumping jacks. Just to round it out, really getting that heart rate up, getting the blood flowing. through our bodies. And again, low impact can just be a side step with those feet, still moving those arms. Awesome. Go ahead, take some time here. If you need to do some other stretches, go ahead and do so. I'm going to talk about our exercises today in the format of our workout. We'll have 4 exercises per series. They will be some body-weighted exercises and some that include dumbbells. We're going to take each exercise and when we get back to it, progress a little bit. Some exercise will just be standard throughout our 3 times through. But the idea here is to give you some education, share with you some ways to take an exercise and make it challenging, set to set. So 30 seconds each exercise. Kim, hi, welcome to class. So 3 times through. I have 3 different series, but again, we're targeting that lower half of the body, basically from about is recommended, just that upper thigh parallel to the floor. You can go lower if you have the range of motion. Hi, Summer, how you doing? You can go lower and those hip flexors to draw the knee up in towards the body. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Beautiful. So you kind of get the pace here. We're going pretty quickly from one exercise to the next. But as we progress set to set, they'll be the same, just with maybe holding a dumbbell. So like our next exercise here, going back to our standard squat, except holding one dumbbell right at your chest. If you don't have dumbbells or anything to utilize as weight, feel free, just do them body weighted again. That is completely fine. So we're back to those squats. And again, holding in this, what's called a goblet position. Excellent. Now, as you all right, let me know if we're back in business. I see on my side, it says excellent connection, and I have good things on my streaming software. Yeah, I know that there's about that 20-second delay, so let me know in chat if we're back in business. I think so. So we'll go right back. We'll get into those plank knee tucks. Yeah. Awesome. So yeah, back to those plank knee tucks here. We'll just keep rolling with the workout. Here we go. Keeping the core nice and tight. And here we go. Halfway through. Excellent. 4, 3, 2, 1. Excellent. Little rest here. New series of exercises. Sorry about that. I don't know what happened. I know sometimes I had a random phone call that came through, thinking that I shut off my phone correctly, but it came through. That may have caused a little error. But let's move into our next series of exercises. First one, a side lunge. We'll start in that nice wide stance outside the shoulders, and we're simply going to just shift our weight, lowering down, alternating right to left. So notice how I push and keep that stabilizing leg straight, making sure I'm sinking my hips down as low as I can, working on that range of motion and strength. Awesome. Keeping it going. 4, 3, 2, 1. There it is. All right. Dumbbells in hand. sumo squat. So nice and wide, squat, and stand back up. So this should differ or be different from our standard squat. And that's that leg and foot position being slightly outside of our shoulders. And then notice how I'm holding the dumbbells inside of my body here, so they kind of end up being underneath the hips into my squat. 2, and there it is. Good, dumbbells down. Into a T, RDL. A little bit of balance here. We're just gonna alternate sides. Arms out to the side, just for that balance aspect. But we're trying to keep ourselves up high, leg relatively straight. And the big concentration is using the glutes and the hamstring to pull and lift that upper torso back to our standing position. Excellent. All right, to the floor. A donkey kick. So with this one, in a tabletop position, knees and hands, and we're keeping our knees stiff, maintaining 90 degrees, squeezing the glute to raise the leg. I always like to say, trying to reach the hamstring, middle of the hamstring to the ceiling. So this one will progress into a little bit of a core exercise as we move forward, but this you can always come back to this option. So that is series 2. We'll go into that side lunge here next with one dumbbell. That goblet position that we did with our squat from earlier. So that's just, if you have it, one dumbbell, and we'll stay in that nice wide leg position. So that way we shift our weight over, sitting down on one leg, supported or stabilized by the other leg. So here we go, and alternating right to left. So as we're doing this one, notice that distance that you have from foot to foot. So that's going to be that distance as we progress when we do an actual step into a standard side lunge. So feeling, squeezing those glutes again to stand you back up nice and tall. 3, 2, 1, sumo squat. Again, if you have them, dumbbells, get right underneath the hips. Toes can be slightly pointed out. Or if you don't have dumbbells, all of these exercises can be done body weighted for all 3 sets. Excellent. Moving down, standing up, squeeze the glutes. Excellent. All right, one dumbbell in hand. We have one leg deadlift. So right leg on the floor, left leg on the left hand on the dumbbell, and we switch. This is just for that balance aspect. You're a little more balanced. You got that kind of counterweight when you do opposite arm and opposite leg in relation to the dumbbell. But still keeping the hip high, hinging over the hip bone, squeezing the glute to raise you back up. All right, to the floor. Again, that donkey kick if you'd like. So feel free to start here with me. Now the progression here to make it a little more of a core exercise, the up on our toes, holding us into this hovering position. We're doing the same glute squeeze, raising the leg, but maintaining maybe about an inch and a half of space between the knee and the floor. Back stays flat. A little different way of doing the donkey kick for the glute engagement that incorporates the core and hip flexors too. So back to the top here, our side lunge, goblet position again, so one dumbbell. We're just gonna step right to left. So again, remember that distance you had, and you're relatively stepping out that same length, out to the side, push back to where you started. Step out, and push back. Awesome. And again, you'll have slight forward lean into that squat aspect of this lunge. Hips drop down. 3, 2, 1. Perfect. All right, 2 dumbbells in hand for that one leg deadlift again. So you kind of have those arms kind of straddling the leg in front of you. Hi Mary, welcome to class. Again, squeeze the glute to raise the body up to standing. We'll go back to that donkey kick. If you'd like to be in that hover position, go ahead and start that right away. Lifting up, one leg at a time. Again, the leg stays relatively locked in place. You're raising, reaching that back of the leg to the ceiling. Core tight, stabilize the spine. 3, 2, 1. Awesome. I think I missed the sumo squat. So, last exercise here. Into that sumo squat. I'm sure there was maybe Julie out there. I was like, hey, hey, hey. I wish I could hear you. Excellent. Come in those last 10 seconds. Down and back up. And breathe. Exhale as you come back up. 2, 1, and rest. Awesome job with that one. Moving on to our next group of exercises. So, another one that works that outside portion of the glutes and the rest of the leg muscles as well. A curtsy lunge or a drop knee lunge. So no dumbbells in hand for this one. We're gonna drop that leg behind and across, coming down to where our knees meet that 90-degree angle inside that knee joint. So just a little side view, bending, coming across from the front, just to see that separation, knee comes across that front leg. Take a decent step back behind you. That way you can keep that front shin vertical as much as you can. A little bit less stressful on the knees. Feels a little bit more comfortable. All right, no dumbbells here. Forward stepping lunge. So stepping forward, pushing back, alternating legs. And again, another opportunity to remind you out there that when you land, stepping 9 degrees underneath, behind that knee. Pushing back. Awesome. 2, 1. Perfect. All right, quick transition here. You'll need dumbbells. 2-legged deadlift. So down and back up. So again, hinging at the hip, squeeze the glutes, raise the torso back up. Again, pushing the hips back underneath the spine to complete the movement. Now the lowest you should go with this is just to about mid-shin. That's all the depth that's necessary to provide that stretch for those hamstrings and glutes. All right, to the floor here, my favorite exercise, dead bug. We're just gonna hold this first one for 30 seconds. So you should be lifting those shoulder blades up, maintaining this leg angle here, and just holding. Again, abs should be nice and tight as you hold this position. We'll get into some movement here into set 2 and 3, but this is that aspect here. Shoulder blades up off the floor like you're doing a crunch or a sit-up. Whew. All Moving in back to those curtsy lunges again with one dumbbell if you have it. So that goblet position that we've been doing throughout our series today. Now the curtsy lunge with a little bit of weight. Whew. And 5, 4, dumbbell at the collarbone here. And again, that drop step behind and down. So any kind of lunges here. Curtsy lunge, forward, backwards, 45 degrees. Whenever you're in kind of that lunge or split stance, your knee should never touch the floor. Keeping it about an inch at its lowest, at its furthest depth, to the floor. Beautiful, all right. Another lunge variation, but a 45-degree step. You're gonna step forward, but kind of at that 45-degree angle, and push off. As you land, trying to keep the toes pointed straight forward. So just a little different way of working those thigh muscles. Awesome, again, that nice push off. Standing all the way back up. 3, 2, 1. Excellent. Dumbbells in hand. That deadlift here. Suitcase position. Dumbbells at our sides. Keeping the feet underneath the hip bone. So suitcase position with the dumbbells versus our regular position. Dumbbells in front of the body. Again, shoot the hips back behind you. Keep the hips, the back nice and flat. Squeeze the glutes. 2, 1. Perfect. Back to the floor. The dead bug. If you beat me to it, just be in the position right away. We're gonna alternate, dropping right and left, right arm, left leg, and then left arm, right leg. Maintaining, always check yourself here that you're lifting those shoulder blades up off the floor, and then maintaining that position with that nice tight squeeze of those abdominals. 4, 3, 2, 1. Perfect. Back to the top. Final series here. This has gone by quick. So we're gonna turn our curtsy lunge into 2 dumbbells. A little added weight here if you can. Whew. Awesome, this whole time. So, same format as before with this curtsy lunge. But when you step, your hands will just kind of be straddling your forward, your front leg. So here we go. 30 seconds, curtsy lunge. Check your form here. Make sure you're not twisting and opening up your body. We want to keep everything nice and straightforward for that, just that body control, body awareness, more of that core functionality as well. Again, breathe. Push through the ground, through the front leg. Exhale, stand back up. Awesome. All right, lunges again, but now reverse, backward stepping. Drop, stand back up. This is one exercise that I would do a lot with my hockey players. Whew. So again, dropping, having that good drop step back so that front shin can stay vertical. 10 more seconds. And 4, 3, 2, 1. Perfect. All right. Narrow stance. So tightening up the feet. However you'd like to hold the dumbbells, suitcase or regular. But we're just doing a little narrow stance, RDL. So just to show that difference here, this is my normal stance. And then stepping together a little bit closer for that narrow stance. 3, 2, 1. Awesome. To the floor. Final dead bug here. Right away, arms and legs. This is, like I said, one of my favorite core exercises. I believe it's one of those ones that give you the most bang for your buck when it comes to that abdominal and core work. 10 more seconds. Let's round out our 30-minute workout here. And 3, 2, 1, and that is it. So feel free to stay put on the ground here. Just a little bit of lower body stretches. Some that I love, but awesome job. How many of you guys were still here from the beginning? Alice, Julie, how'd you guys do? Our first stretch here, we'll go into a half kneeling position. So leg in front, and now squeezing the glute muscle, rotate the hip bone up underneath you, and that might, just as it is, I know for me, former hockey player, engages stretches my hip flexor right away. But you can add that little deeper component by tipping the shoulders back or keeping the hips in place, shifting the body weight forward. So when you're ready, go ahead, switch sides, prepare the legs, again, that half kneeling position, and it starts with the glutes and hips. Squeeze the glute muscle, rotate the hip bone up underneath you, and then lock it in place and make those body adjustments. For those that join my flex breaks during the week, this is one that we do standing up, which is a great stretch in a standing position, but this is my preferred method, just because we're grounded and have a little bit more articulation through the hip to target that hip flexor. Awesome. Go ahead and release. Now we'll take one leg out to the side. Right out to the side here. If you can, try to take the foot flat on the floor. And then slightly shifting your body away. You might start feeling that stretch through that inner thigh. To combo this one, we'll reach up and tip over top of our body towards our extended leg. So we're getting a little stretch through that inner thigh and leg, but also through the side of the torso. Awesome. When you're ready, go ahead and release, relax. We'll do the same thing on the other side. So again, the extended leg position right out to the side. And then that ball reach and tipping towards that extended leg. Excellent. All right, go ahead and stand up one more here. Awesome. Alice has a backpack. I love those alternatives to dumbbells and just weighted exercises. Let's get into one more stretch here for the hamstring specifically. Man, I got a good amount of sweat just just hovering on my eyelids. But we'll dig the heel into the floor, keeping the legs straight, and keeping the hips back and down at an angle. Ooh, maintaining balance. We'll stretch that back of the leg here. Just as an additional point, using your 4-year-old as a backpack. I mean, really anything could be considered extra weight if you don't have specific dumbbells. Maybe your dog, maybe a cat. Maybe you have a heavy decorative object in your house that you can just quick grab and utilize. We'll do the same thing on the other side. Last stretch here. So, awesome job, everyone. Glad you joined me for this beginner lower body strength class. Again, all of our videos all these live videos are recorded and uploaded essentially right away to our YouTube channel. So if you like this workout or any of our other workouts in the past, you can always go back to those and do them again if you can't join live. So awesome job, everyone. Julie, Alice, Mary, Summer, you as well. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being patient with that little internet hiccup on my end. But awesome workout today. I'll be teaching 7 a.m. tomorrow morning Central Time. So if you'd like to join me for a boot camp, wake up early with me, and we'll do a little boot camp workout. That'll be 45 minutes. So awesome job, everyone. You guys are rock stars. Thanks for joining me in this lower body strength class. And I'll see you guys again in my next one. Take care.
Tattoo. I'm not sure I got it, not a dollar in my pocket, and it kinda looks just like you. Mix was that killer, but not just hot. La la la, whatever. La la la, it doesn't matter. La la.